Thank you for tuning in. Thanks for being part of our program. Here we are together again on the radio. And for those of you just tuning into our broadcast here, I am talking to the beaten dogs of America. And I happen to know that many of them are listeners. You write to me, you tell me about your problems, you tell me about your life, and I happen to know that your car is your sanctuary, that 80% of you listening to this broadcast are not in offices, not at home, you're in your cars. I happen to know, because you've written me, that many of you only get this time alone every day. The time you're in your car. The time you give to me. Your car is the one place in the world where you're not being nagged, not being judged, not being critiqued, criticized, compared, and contrasted. This is the one time of the day when everything you think is right, everything you do is right. Even when you make a mistake, nobody's going to get on your back, like if you make a wrong turn or, you decide to pull off and eat something unhealthy. No one's going to say anything. It's you, it's me, it's all the politically incorrect stuff I say here. You get to enjoy it without somebody saying, I hate that. Turn that off. Turn that down. Are you listening to that Tom Leykis? There you are by yourself. It's the one time of day when the time is all yours. And beaten dogs, let me just say this to you. Let me tell you what my days are like, because I know many of you beaten dogs got into the situation because you were, and again, you're alone. Give this some thought, because it's true. You're alone because you're afraid, you're with someone because you're afraid of being alone. You are afraid to be alone. You don't even care if the person you're with is inadequate. You don't care if they bother you, nag you, complain all the time. They don't see your good side. They don't see what you contribute. You just couldn't bear to be alone. Let me tell you what my day alone is like. I wake up every morning refreshed after a good night's sleep. I get up, I open the shades. I make some coffee. I check on my stocks on CNBC. I read the paper. It's quiet. Even when I have the television playing CNBC, it's low. It's quiet. No one is interrupting. When I'm watching to find out how the stocks are doing, how the mutual funds are doing, nobody is interrupting. Nobody is asking extraneous questions. Nobody is standing in front of the screen demanding to know when we're going to have dinner out, when we're going to have people over, what we're going to do this weekend, what time you're going to get home tonight. Nobody is standing there and doing anything. There's nothing scary about it. Be a goddamn man, for Christ's sake. I have leisurely coffee, read the paper, check in with coworkers, check in with friends. Do a few things around the house in the morning. When I come to work, I dress the way I want to dress. I leave at the time I want to leave. Nobody tells me, you're going to be late, you're going to be late. I get to work every day. I make it in here. Somehow I do it. Ever have somebody who's constantly telling you you're going to be late for work? Waking you up at unreasonable times, believing you'll never get out of bed on time? So then, like when you were in school, you roll over, play dead, pretend you don't hear anything? Yep, been there. Come to work, do my job, feel great about it. When I come home, yeah, granted, no lights on. How many of you boys are with someone who has a job anyway? When you get home, there's no lights on anyway. Come home, I have what I want for dinner. If I want to have dinner with friends or I want to have dinner with a chick, I can go do that, but I don't have to. Sometimes I want to sit at the kitchen table eating macaroni and watching the Laker game. Sometimes that's all I want, and you know what? That's what I do. Here are some of the things that are never on TV in my house. The WB network. Ever. It is never on. Ever. Ghost Whisperer. I know that the show exists, but it is not on in my house. Grey's Anatomy, not on your life. Any movie where the screenplay is adapted from Jane Austen, forget it. There are no award shows. The E! Channel, never the E! Channel. Are you kidding me? Never. That's right, Dean. No shows with Ryan Seacrest. Nothing personal, Ryan. These shows are just not on. I don't watch American Idol. I don't watch any reality shows. Any. Forget it. Done. No extreme makeovers or fakeovers. Absolutely no Donald Trump or any of that stuff. Done. It's not on in my house. In my house, I watch sports. I watch Curb Your Enthusiasm. I watch the movies I TiVo. I have dinner looking at a beautiful view. Sometimes I enjoy a bottle of fine wine and just look out at the vista. Sometimes I read a book. Sometimes I listen to music. Sometimes a friend calls me and I go out and hang out. Go out to a bar. Go out to a restaurant. Go out to a club. Sometimes I do that. I go out to sporting events at night. Hockey, basketball. Went to the Clipper game the other night, for example. I'll do a Dodger game soon. On the weekend, I do laundry. I pay a few bills. If I want to go to Costco and buy the big container of something, I don't get told how wrong it is, because there's a much cuter, tinier container of Tide I could be buying. Or there's a much cuter these little bottles of Tabasco sauce. They're so cute. They're 1 ounce apiece. Why do you need a big bottle of Tabasco sauce where you get the cute little bottles that cost 100 times as much? Never. I go into Costco and buy the biggest size of everything. I've got the places to store the stuff. I get all my discounts. I take all my coupons in. I save as much money as I can. I spend as little as necessary. I invest it in the stock market. I'm not investing in different color sneakers or belts or sweaters or shoes. I'm not investing in clothing to be worn one time and then given to the maid. None of it. None of it. I do not have the shoe museum that so many of you have. You know where I'm talking about, right? That closet with every pair of shoes that she had to have. She wore one time, and then they just sit there in case she ever wants to wear them again, which she never will. No $450 red corduroy shirts that she had to have, that she will never wear again because they were out of style the second they left the store. When I am home, you want to talk about my home is my castle? I'm right from morning till night. I'm right every day. Everything I do is right. Everything I think is right. Everything I say is right. Everything I wear is right. Everything I eat is right. Everything I do is right. The time I go to bed, perfect. Time I wake up, beyond reproach. I'm never wrong, I'm never tired, I'm never angry, I'm never sad, I'm never depressed, I'm never feeling like I want to put a goddamn gun to my head and blow my brains out. I don't have to sit around drinking 2 or 3 six-packs in an evening just so I don't slip my own wrists, like some of you do. That is what my day is like, you beaten dogs. What is your day like? Sonny on the Tom Leykis show.
Hello.
Hello, Sonny.
How are you?
Do you care, dear?
No, I'm just being polite.
I figured.
Okay. I am the woman. I am the woman that asks the husband when he's going to be home. Every day he says, I don't know. I say, can you give me a roundabout time? He says, no, I don't know. And every day I do this, and I have no idea why.
Because you're trying to drive him away from you and ultimately ruin your relationship. Because that is what that does. Yes, that is what that will do.
Yeah, I understand that, and I'm gotten better.
Well, just remember, every time you do it, you are driving him further away.
Really?
Every time.
Every time.
You know what? How long have you been with him?
3 years. We've been married 1.5 years.
All right. Chances are he's not up to no good, dear, and that's why you're asking all the time, because
yes, sir.
you already don't trust him.
Yes.
By the way, if you don't trust him, why are you married to him?
Because I love him.
But, dear, if you don't trust him, you shouldn't be with him.
Anybody, Tom. I don't trust
Then
anybody.
you shouldn't be married.
Well, but I am. And that's
Well,
the way it
dear,
is.
maybe you could get out, too.
I don't want to get out.
But you've already gotten out of one in the past, haven't you?
Yes, absolutely.
All right, so you have done it before.
Yes.
And you made a mistake in that relationship.
Yes.
And now you've made a mistake again.
No.
You don't trust him.
Wonderful man.
Well, then, is he to be trusted or not?
Yes, he is.
Then you don't need to be asking that question. You know what?
Right.
By the way, my guess, just based on the averages, he's not up to no good. You know, when I'm at work, let me tell you something. And I used to deal with this all the time. When I'm at work and somebody here, like an ad salesman who has a client he wants me to have dinner with, or the general manager of the station here in L.A. wants me to have a drink with somebody.
Right.
The answer to what time I'm going to be home is, I don't know.
And that's what he tells me.
That's the correct answer, you see?
Right.
So what ends up doing, there's a wonderful book on this subject called Tell Me No Lies.
Uh-huh.
Look for it.
Okay.
Because what you are doing is you're encouraging him to lie.
You're right. You're right. We've
Because
had that discussion.
you're going to force him to give you an answer, okay? So when he says, I'll be home at 9:30,
Right.
when it's 10, you're going to say he lied to you.
I do.
Right? But the fact is, he didn't lie. You squeezed him like a zit, and you
Right.
forced him to pop out an answer.
You're right.
So he didn't lie to you. You put a gun to his head and made him say something when he didn't know the answer. You made him answer.
Yes, sir.
It's your fault he did that.
Right.
Then when he doesn't do what he quote-unquote promised, then you get angry at him. And then you make him pay.
Yes, sir.
I'm standing here as a man who left a relationship because of somebody like you.
Okay.
And I was not up to no good.
Yes, sir.
I walked away from that relationship because I was tired of being questioned all the time.
Yes,
Tired of
sir.
being followed. Tired of having countless voicemails. That my caller ID one after another, the same person calling me over and over and over, asking the same question over and over and over.
Yes, sir.
I am a busy man. I don't know about your husband. I don't know if does he make a good living?
He does.
Nobody gives you that money for free.
No, sir.
He has work to do.
Yes, sir.
And he had work to do before he ever met you, and you had no problem with it back then, did you?
No, sir.
You, in fact, thought it was wonderful that he had a great job and he made good money and you felt real secure being in a relationship with him. Now that you're with him, you're finding out how hard he has to work to make the money.
Yes, sir.
And so now you're making it more difficult to do the things he always did
Yes, sir.
that were so much easier back before you came along.
Well...
And you know what he'll do one day? He'll do what I did. One day he's going to turn around and realize life was a lot easier before you came along.
Ooh, not if I stop.
If you stop.
Okay.
But that's like stopping crack.
Yes, sir.
All right? You
sir.
say that like that's an easy thing to do.
Yes, sir. I hear you.
Then stop doing it.
Okay.
I don't think you will.
I'm going to have him call you and tell you that I don't do it anymore.
You do that.
I
won't hang by my thumbs waiting for that call.
That's okay. That's okay.
All right. Don't make this mistake, Sonny. You'll lose him.
Yes, sir. Thank you. You're awesome. I love your show.
Thank you. Literally. She knows who she is. Somebody nagged me into just saying, I can't take this anymore. Can't do it. Can't do it. Can't do it. Can't do it. Cannot do it. Eventually you pay for that. Believe me. And if you don't pay for it by losing the person, you pay for it because they have an affair, or you pay for it because they just check out of the relationship and they just become incommunicative and you can't figure out why they don't talk to you anymore. Pete on the Tom Leykis show. Hello.
Hey, Tom.
Pete.
Man, I feel like I've been beaten like a dog who just crapped all over the rug.
Oh, boy. What happened?
Well, just moved down here to Phoenix from Michigan. Got down here about 2 months before...
Don't tell me you met her on the Internet.
No, I can't say that. I met at college.
How did you meet her?
I was at college. We were both up in Marquette, Michigan. A little tiny-ass town nobody's ever heard of.
But she was from Arizona?
No, she actually was from there. She lived here for 3 years, came back to finish school. Met her at school. Convinced me to come down here, check out some jobs, because I hate the snow, I hate the cold. I don't like the small town. I live in the Upper Peninsula where there's nothing. So I came down, got me a good job, making $50,000 a year to start off, doubled my income just by moving here. Right away, I'm right on, good to go. No snow, warm weather, I can wear my flip-flops, shorts, be happy. Get down here 2 months before she comes down. I don't know anybody here. I don't know anyone. So I'm going out, I'm meeting all kinds of people, get a group of friends, get a nice routine going, hanging out with everybody, having a grand old time. She gets down here, and suddenly, I'm not going out anymore. I'm not hanging around. My friends are calling me.
By the way, Pete, you're new to Phoenix. I lived in Phoenix for 3 years. Let me tell you something. I've lived a lot of places, and every place has its strengths and weaknesses. One of the strengths of Phoenix and the whole Valley of the Sun, there's no place better on the weekend for people just getting together for barbecues, drinking beer. When I lived in Phoenix, I was at somebody's backyard every weekend.
And, that's what I was doing.
So you know what I'm talking about, right? I'm not making this up. Arizona has the largest per capita consumption of beer in America.
You're not lying.
And it's right, and it's no surprise because, first of all, it's 103 degrees most of the year, and second of all, everybody's got a backyard that I knew when I was in Phoenix, and therefore there's always someone calling up going, hey, we're going to put some coals on. Want to come over? And they had a pool, and you just did it.
Exactly.
In L.A., we don't do that. Phone rings, we let it go to the voicemail. But when I was in Phoenix, I was always in somebody's backyard.
Hey, and I love it.
Right.
That's my
it's spectacular. Right. Absolutely.
And the women here are just, there's so many running around. It's unbelievable.
Hey, wait till you see a Lister party, pal. You'll klotz.
Right on.
Yeah.
But it's great. I love it.
All right, so what happened to her? Well, all right, so you're there and you're meeting people. By the way, were you living alone in Phoenix?
At the time, yes.
At the time. Okay, so she had a place in Phoenix and you had a place in Phoenix.
No, she was still back in Michigan.
Oh, she was still back in Michigan. Okay, and you're in Phoenix and you're living it up. There you are.
Right.
And by the way, not even being a bad boy like you could have been. You're just out in the backyard with people throwing some burgers on the grill, drinking beer.
Given I had the opportunities, if I wanted to.
Phoenix and Glendale and Tempe are full of sports bars. You're out there at the sports bars, right? Every Sunday you're watching a game at a sports bar. Your other friends come in. It's wonderful.
Good times.
Okay, so you were living it up, and then she showed up.
Yep. And I finally got away yesterday. I walked in, hang out with my friends over at another bar we always hung out at. They look like they've seen a ghost. What the hell happened to you? You used to be around all the time.
So how long has it been? Wait, she came when?
She's been here about a month.
A month?
Yeah, already. It's like...
And she didn't want to go out anywhere, didn't want you going out anywhere.
That's exactly, and I said, hey, I'm going to hang out with my friends. Would you like to come? No, I just want to stay here. I said, fine, I'm going. I got to hear about it when I get back.
Now, let me ask you, Pete. Now that you know how great it is to live alone, why aren't you doing it?
I'm working on it. That's why I'm calling you. Listening to your show, and I gotta say this for all the beaten dogs out there. Thank you, finding it out. If you don't, I'll get it right away. So I appreciate you doing that for all of us.
Pete, and, you had an advantage that a lot of our boys don't have because you had a girlfriend in another state. You came to Phoenix. But the thing is, you were forced to adapt to being alone.
Right.
And when you got there, you felt lonely, and you just said you didn't have any friends, and then you started making friends. And at the end of 52 or so weeks, suddenly you got pals, you got drinking buddies, you got sports buddies, you're learning the lifestyle in Arizona, you're getting into it. Hot chicks everywhere. Right?
Exactly.
And now she comes to town and starts cracking the whip.
That's it. And I got to grow a set and take care of it. I got to do what I got to do to be able to enjoy the lifestyle I want to enjoy.
See, this is why I tell the boys they should all spend a year alone, 2 years alone, 3 years alone. As scary as that seems, and Pete, you found this out, once you've been doing it a while, you realize how great it is.
No question.
And you're never alone if you don't want to be alone.
No question. And I'll say that. I've been in relationships off and on. I mean, I've never had that time to go and be on my own and just do it. And it's, like you said, it is a scary thing at first. Best thing I could have done.
Now you know, though, there's nothing to be afraid of.
I love it. And
you miss it, too.
Absolutely. No question.
Man, oh, man. Wait. What was that, Pete? I'm sorry.
Said if I didn't miss it, I wouldn't be calling you.
Well,
calling you all about and telling everybody else there how great it is.
How are you going to go about drop-kicking her through the uprights?
You know, I'm working through it right now. We got a lot of stuff with bills and everything else. We've been together a year. So, I mean, you know how your life's getting intertwined over the course of the year. We didn't live together until we came here.
Yes, I do.
And, I mean, I can't do it. There's no way I'm going to be able to stay with her because what's the point? There's nothing left to discuss. We're not compatible living together. We fight constantly, and there's no point in staying together.
And now that you make twice as much money, you can do better.
Oh, absolutely. I just picked up a brand new car, and everything's going right for me right now, Tom.
All right. So you know you have to do this. Do not, by the way, no sex without a condom. Because
always a good idea.
She'll try to get impregnated. I'm telling you.
Hey, they're like that. I know.
Don't let it happen.
Hey, trust me. It's the last thing that I will ever let happen because I'm not going to let her suck me into sticking around any longer.
Pete, I'm proud of you. Good luck on that. Jason, in Crystal Lake, Illinois, you're on the Tom Leykis show. Hello.
What's up, Dad?
Not much, son.
You are an icon, dude, and I'm sure you know it, but everybody else doesn't. Not yet.
Thank you.
Well, here's my story, brother. I'm 29, was married for 5 years. I got a beautiful little girl. The wife used to nag, ask the questions. I came up with the reality answers, never lied to her, never cheated on her. Got tired of the crap, kicked her ass to the curb.
Very nice.
Got me a 19-year-old girlfriend that loves to bring other people to the table. Then all of a sudden my wife starts to change, right? Or should I say my ex-wife used to start to change. Oh, I got friends, you know, we all can have a good time, blah, blah, blah. I ain't having it, you know? So one day I was out to dinner with my girlfriend. My wife she came to the same restaurant with her new boyfriend, kind of made a scene. Kind of embarrassed me, embarrassed the new girlfriend. Well, a week later, I made a telephone call, had her whacked. No reason to have her around anymore, Tom. You're a god, dude.
Love it, Jason.
Man, like I said, no more palimony, no more alimony, no more nothing. A little girl's living with me, and her mama's eating worms, Tom.
I totally love that.
Man, and one day I wish I have a 2.5 like you do, brother. I'm working my ass off to get that.
Just don't let another one get the keys to your place. That's all I ask.
No, hey, you know, it's never going to happen. As long as the 19 and 21-year-olds keep walking around, Tom, I'll be walking, but technically I'll be doing the third leg, Tom.
Once they pass their expiration date, you just drop kick them.
Well, you know what? It's nice to have a small corral, Tom. You don't need to get rid of the good sheep, you know what I mean?
Yeah, but what you want to do, of course, just want to keep thinning the herd. You know, you want to keep everybody young, supple, nubile. I would say the minute the crow's feet kick in, time to kick them out.
Well, good for a couple, 3 years, Tom, but you know, it's like a new car. When the new car smell's gone,
right.
You need a new one.
That's right, exactly. As I always say, at one time, you know, I drove a 97 Lexus, and it was great in its day. Right now, somebody's driving that Lexus, but you know what? I already drove it.
No, I've done the Lexus when they first came out. I'm an investment banker, Tom. I make pretty tall cash and got a beautiful house. I live on about 22 acres.
Oh, baby.
You know, it's a little pricey up here in Chicago, dude, and that's even worse there in L.A. and Chicago, you know, where you're at, but... You know, one of these days I'll have the big old ranch there and a whole bunch of topless chicks running around the way it should be.
I love that. Love it, Jason. I'm proud of you. Thanks a lot for that. It's Brian on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
Hey, Tom. How are you?
I'm okay, Brian.
Good, man. Hey, we love you out in Phoenix. You rule.
Thank you.
I do have one issue. I'm married, got a beautiful daughter. Everything's cool.
Yeah.
However, bought myself a nice big TV for my family room, right?
Yeah.
Well...
Oh, they hate big TVs. Women hate them. They're not cute like little TVs.
Well, that's not even my issue, Tom. See, my issue is I've got this, you know, digital video recorder. I haven't watched one show on the thing, and I need help. I need to figure out how to get that corrected. She's got her soaps on there, Lifetime, all that stuff that is wrong.
Unbelievable.
Guidance, man.
Well, you know, I always had more than one TiVo. That's what I did.
Well, that's what I'm doing. I got my own room, put my own TV in it. I think that's the only solution.
Yeah, and then make that your sanctuary and don't let her in there.
That's exactly what I'm doing. Got a nice bar in there, get a nice TV, and be on my own, I guess.
Now, does she harass you and demand things from you and complain that you're inadequate all the time?
Not all the time.
Sometimes.
Once in a while.
It's only going to increase as time goes on, Brian.
I know. But that's why we listen to you, and we can take the bull by the horns and take care of things.
At least while you're in the car by yourself.
Exactly.
As long as I give you that feeling while you're in the car, I've done my job.
And that's exactly why I called you. I've been listening to you ever since you came in Phoenix and on my way home from work, and you're a relief.
Thank you for that, Brian.
Have a great night, and we'll talk to you later.
Appreciate the call. 1-800-5800-TOM. You're right, T. You're getting calls about that? I don't think Jason, you're right. Jason did not actually kill his wife. He did not mean that literally. And I never thought he did, so I was not approving murder, all right? Jesus. Oreo, you're on the Tom Leykis show. Hello.
Hey, Tom, how are you?
Doing okay, Oreo?
You must be following me around in my life because, you know what, everything is exactly like you say, man. I'm going through a divorce right now, and I got a new girlfriend, and she's always right, I'm always wrong no matter what.
Why do you need a girlfriend, Oreo?
You know what, just like you said, you know, guys, you know, they hate to be alone.
Yeah, but why don't you man up and try it for a while?
I have tried it. I tried it for 3 years, and, you know, actually, that was the best time of my life. I can do what I want, when I want.
Well, if you know that's true, why do you have a girlfriend?
You know what? Stupidity, ignorance.
Then you can undo it.
Yes, I can.
And you should undo it before the condom breaks or before she decides to hole up in your house and refuse to come out.
Well, actually, you know, I moved in with her.
Why?
Like I said, take your pick on the words you want to use.
You're a pussy?
No, I wouldn't say all that.
Why did you move into her place?
I thought it was love. Maybe it's a rebound thing.
How about you rebound right out of there?
You know what? It's coming real close.
No. There's no need to come real close. It's not going to get any better. You know, the beginning of a relationship is the best it is, okay?
Yeah.
As time goes on, things only get worse. They don't get better.
And this has only been since January.
All right. So you're 3 months in.
Yes.
All right. It's not going to get better. In fact, the sex will start to deteriorate.
Yep.
If it hasn't already.
You know what? Let me tell you. I work for a local pizza delivery company, and, you know, how many girls I see all the time.
What are you doing?
It's very tempting.
What are you doing?
Obviously the wrong thing, Tom.
Time to go.
You know what? I think I'm going to take your advice, brother.
Think that's a good idea. It's Mike on the Tom Leykis show.
How's it going, Tom? Love the show.
Thank you.
Just want to let you know that I'm just chilling in my sanctuary right now, listening to my favorite show. And I listen to it every weekday. And at 7, I got to turn my car off and go back inside.
And you're how old?
19.
Why do you have a girlfriend, Mike?
Met the right girl at the wrong time?
No. No.
No?
No. Because you're afraid.
Could be.
No. That could be.
All right, thanks, Tom. Hey,
Wait.
you're not done?
You've been on 39 seconds.
Okay.
Why are you still there?
I don't know.
So if you don't know why you're doing something, why don't you get out?
Could be something to think about.
How about you stop thinking and start doing?
Okay, Tom.
Unbelievable stuff there. Kevin on the Tom Leykis show. Hello.
Hey, Tom.
Hey.
There's 2 shows that I've listened to that have changed my life that you've said. One of them was when you were talking about the girls that were beautiful, that had kids, that sucked guys in to try to compensate for their lack of being there for their kids and just to be their kind of whipping boy.
Right.
I fell into that. And I was with a girl, beautiful. I mean, beautiful. Italian girl, nice body, just great. Loved having sex, all that stuff. Well, 2 years down the road, all that stuff kind of deteriorated. I found myself spending more time with her boy than she did. And luckily we didn't move in together. And I have to say, listening to your show opened my eyes completely. And here I am. A month ago, I went out with her, got in a big argument. Came home. The next day, I loaded every piece of everything she had in my house and loaded it in my truck and took it to her house and dumped it inside her house. And I haven't spoken to her since. And the second show was today's, where you're sitting at home talking about all the things that you like to do. You do nothing wrong. You do everything right. Have a nice bottle of wine, cook yourself a steak, whatever you want, and your life is your own. That's where I'm living right now.
Are you loving it, Kevin?
I am so loving it, and I'm telling you, your show is so spot on, because I've done it, and it's exactly what you said. So I have to thank you.
Kevin, I am so proud. Thank you. Sharon, hello.
Hi.
Hi.
I had a question about men who have daughters and how that makes sense with your philosophy about how to treat women.
Well, what do you mean?
Well, if you feel that women are something to just be used as objects, like your example of the 97 Lexus, a man who believes in that and also has a daughter, I'm sure...
Well, someone else is driving that Lexus right now, and I hope they're enjoying it. I'm sure it still has the shocks, and probably some of the original parts are still there. Though some of the parts have probably been upgraded.
Yeah.
But it doesn't have that new car smell anymore, so why trade it up?
So a man who has a daughter...
I've traded in many daughters for younger daughters of other guys. I've done that.
Right. But you're not a father.
Correct.
So a man who is a father...
Although I have been called daddy on occasion.
All right, so you're not going to answer this question.
I don't have to answer what question?
You're not answering my question.
What question is that?
How does a man have the same philosophy as you do about women? How do they expect their daughter to be treated?
They have to hope their daughter has a lot of hot friends.
Okay. So you're not answering the question.
I'm answering the question.
No, you're not.
Tell you what, if I had traded in the mother of my daughter, and I've still got custody, okay, or I've got partial custody, or my daughter comes over and she's 18, and she's got hot friends, I'll tell you what, I'm dipping right into the chili bowl.
So you're not answering the question.
I have answered the question.
Because it's a chink in your whole attitude.
There's no chink in my attitude.
It certainly is.
No, not in the least.
Okay.
All I'm saying to you is there's plenty of guys with daughters out there who like to get laid by other men's daughters. Lots of them.
I'm not disputing that.
And they don't have to get married. Why buy the cow when you can milk the hell out of it until its teats are dry?
But they don't want anybody treating their daughter like an object and just using them and then moving on and not caring about feelings or anything.
Guess what? You know what? I do believe that guys, even guys with daughters, if they're not married, they want to get laid by young, supple things.
But that's beside the point.
Even if they're the same age as their daughters. That's like the dream come true.
That's beside the point.
Well, beside what point?
The point is, they don't want their daughters, if every man...
Fine, they don't want their daughters doing it, but they'll do it to other people's daughters. Just like the same guys who look at other guys' daughters in the centerfold of Playboy, but they don't want their own daughters in there. Our email address is my name. It's Tom at blowmeuptom.com.
The Tom Leykis Show.